welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. I'm Trevor. You can hear the barking mad bits about me. That's Dotty and Toto. And well, this week it's all going to be about social media. So thank you very much for stumbling across my channel. If you're a regular subscriber, welcome. But as I'll put a couple of clips in a second, most people that watch aren't subscribers. So I'm going to touch this right at the beginning. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's totally free. It's YouTube's way of saying follow. It doesn't cost a penny. And if you hit the bell icon and click all, then YouTube will have the kindness to let you know when I next post a vlog. The first thing I'm going to say is I hope everybody is safe after the last couple of mad storms we've had this week. Storm Isha, which was bad enough, and then, well, the forecast said that down here on the south coast we weren't going to get it. It all just talked about Midlands and up north and Scotland. But no, we certainly got it yesterday. It was horrendous gusts of wind. It was far worse than Isha. But yeah, everyone's safe and well, and everyone's property, whether it's boats or caravans or houses or park homes or flats or mansion houses. I hope you're all safe and there's no damage to your property. So first of all, you may have noticed something a little bit different on the intro, and it will also appear on the outro, and that is buy me a coffee. I love coffee. Hence I got a little, Tassimo. Seriously, on YouTube, if you get X number of subscribers and meet other conditions as well, you can have a system called Patreon, where people will pay for a membership sort of thing to follow an exclusive part of your channel, whether you give them exclusive content that normal YouTubers who just subscribe don't see, or whether indeed they get a free gift every now and then, like a badge or something, or exclusive viewing rights to your vlogs, say a few days before general public get to see them. There's various things. I'm miles away from that, and that's not necessarily something I'm looking to go into. What is a more recent thing is buy me a coffee. It's totally independent, and it gives people the chance. Yes, you can do a membership thing, which I have not signed up to. You can sell merch on it. Once again, something I haven't signed up to yet, but as the year progresses, I may well start putting a few things on there for Christmas presents, like calendars, etc. But yes, I've signed up to buy me a coffee. It allows people to make a one-off donation for the price of a coffee, which is £5. Although worryingly it says $5 on the site, but it's £5 apparently. And you can do more than one coffee if you so wish, or you can do one coffee, and it's totally up to you if you want to do any coffees at all. You don't have to, but if you scan the QR code or even click on the link, if you're doing this on your telephone, how classy and old-fashioned was that, on your mobile device, and then it will take you straight to my account in Buy Me a Coffee, and in return you will get a mention at the beginning of that next vlog. So that is the only bargain you get. Your name will come up in lights on the screen for all to see, unless you of course specify that you don't want that publicity. So why do I do it? Why have I done it, rather? Things aren't cheap these days, and yes, my action cam has gone up the creek. It didn't get used a lot, and the microphone for some reason has gone absolutely kaput. It's Casso, and they don't have, or this one certainly doesn't have a socket for an external microphone, which is a real big shame, because something's rattling inside the microphone. It's all a sealed unit, and it sounds awful. And whilst I am recording this on my iPhone XR, it does have an auto fade-in facility every time I press the record button, which I find mightily annoying because it makes me very quiet and then it brings it out to volume. So, and I did buy, you may recall, some external microphones for plugging into the iPhone. It's my first venture into external microphones. 30 odd pound. Might as well just shoved it down the drain. Distorted beyond belief. Can't get on the actual theoretical side of the microphones, how they connect, how easy they charge up, and how the little transmitter thing just plugs into the lightning socket on the iPhone is all fantastic, and that part all works very well. But to get an undistorted sound, even with the muff on, with the muff off.
Oh my goodness!
Come on. It is just so distorted, and absolutely no comparison for the built-in microphone in my iPhone. So I don't know what to do with them. To be honest, I'd like to give them to someone, but I feel I'm insulting them if I give them to them because they are so distorted. Toto just stepping over him. So I'd like to get Shure do it, Rode do it. It's a little plug-in microphone. It's got a wire on it. It needs a connector to connect it to the iPhone. And by the time you add those two together, well, we're looking at 80 odd quid. It's a lot of money. And on top of that, I would like a proper vlogging camera. They aren't cheap, brand new, and even second hand, still not cheap. So every Buy Me Coffee will be spent totally 100% on the channel. And if there's an excess at the end of each year, towards just around Christmas time, then that will be donated to the ARC at RSPCA Stubbington. In fact, I'll make a guarantee that an element of my Buy Me a Coffees will be donated to that. Because it's a very worthwhile cause, and that's where Mr. Toto, if I can angle this correctly, where is he, where is he, where is he, where is he? You'll see him appear. There he is. Oh, and Miss Dotty is there. So that's Buy Me a Coffee. You don't have to. It's hugely appreciated if you do. You'll get big thanks on the screen, and you'll get big verbal thanks from me as well if you do. And it will be money very well spent. So now we've dealt with Buy Me a Coffee, let's just touch on my experiences. And this is what it's about. My experiences on social media. What do I expect from social media? What do I get from different channels of social media? And what do I follow, or who do I follow? I'm not going to go into names and details, don't worry. But what do I expect? Excuse the mess in the background. I'll try and stand about here. So I'll put you downstairs. I was a bit shaky. Let's start off with the first one, Facebook. So I've got my own private Facebook page, which is for friends and family. And then I've got my public one, which is Trevor's Barking Mad channel. And whilst a lot of friends and family do follow that, it's not the biggest success rate. 90% of the stuff I put on my Barking Mad channel, I do often share, including my weekly vlogs like this, on my personal Facebook page. So not a lot happens. Once I did pay for a promotion with Facebook, and I got to be honest, from America, I got hurdles and hurdles and hurdles of abuse. Don't like it, don't watch it, no one's making you. But instead it's much better to put hurdles of abuse. And I stopped that, and I indeed blocked loads of people from the United States of America. I don't know what, I was up in America, don't like my humour, don't like my style, don't like me. I don't know, but my goodness me, I went through it. So believe me, that has not been repeated, and I will save my money for the future. So Facebook for me isn't the most successful. It's nice to keep it separate in certain, if your door's open, certain areas from my personal Facebook page. But yes, that is really all Facebook does at the moment for me. Of course, linked with Facebook, we have Instagram. And once again, Instagram, I don't spend a lot of time on. I've got to be honest, I will upload things onto YouTube and that will go on to the Facebook channels. And then I'll put a link on, or separate things on TikTok, which I then automatically transfer over to Instagram. And that's about as much time as I spent on Instagram. Why is that flickering? It doesn't like the blinds, does it? Okay. Oh, it don't like the blinds. Okay. See how it does now. Totally see-through. So Instagram, I don't really spend anything more than just transferring from TikTok to Instagram. Figures for Instagram of people viewing things and connections with it are far, far lower. I'll get like over 200 viewing a TikTok post, and I'll get about 20 odd on Instagram. So TikTok is, in my eyes, far superior. And for me, in my opinion, it is the Facebook of tomorrow, the future. And then, of course, we do come along to TikTok. TikTok, I've got to be honest, is my best social media site. I post a video, normally of me playing my corg, and I've done one today. I did it about an hour ago, and it's already got over 200 views. It's got God knows how many likes. It's just incredible. Within minutes of it going up, well, within seconds of it going up, I had like 50. So the thing with TikTok, it comes across the top of your screen that someone you're following has posted, and I guess a lot of people just click on that link and then watch it. And it's brilliant. And it does work. They keep saying, would I like to sell things on TikTok and advance what I'm doing on TikTok? But alas, I haven't taken that option up yet. I must admit, I'm a bit naive with how you can progress things on TikTok, i.e. earning an income, etc. But maybe that is something which in 2024 I should look into. I expect I'm still miles from doing it. But it's something that seems a damn sight more achievable on TikTok than it does on Instagram or Facebook, or Meta as it's all called now. And then we've got the good old original YouTube. And to me, there is nothing more original than YouTube. It is brilliant at what it does, and it does it oh so well. I watch more YouTube than I do watch conventional television. Yes, there's some good things on television, but by crikey, there's some better stuff on YouTube. My channel on YouTube has changed direction, and I'm hoping that now in 2024 I'm giving an element of a regular occurrence on my channel. So this is week 4, and this is content creation. It's not the content creation I wanted to do. I wanted to end up somewhere on an Amazon block today, film it and make it interesting, and find something interesting and put it out there. But alas, no Amazon blocks come along today. I could have got in the car, but it hasn't happened. There's been things going on with my Eco 4 stuff here, and alas, I've been doing housework, walking the dogs. In fact, I've just recorded, I've got a wash load to hang out. So it hasn't happened. So I wanted to talk about social media for quite a while. So this seems a good opportunity now than ever before. So YouTube, my channel hasn't progressed from the original along the original thoughts of it, which was going from water to water. That might well happen, it might not happen. I'm going to decide when my treatment ends for my CLL, which is blood cancer, later in this year, which should be about September time. Sorry, I think Dotty wants to get out. The minute I've shut the back door to carry on with this, Miss Dotty wants to come in. Or does she? Yeah. Or does she? Maybe not. Maybe she does. She's in. Let's hope for a bit of peace now. Okay, so YouTube, the channel subscribers hasn't been brilliant. It did make a little bit of an increase middle summer last year. It went up, it got quite near the 100, it came down by a handful. So I think I'm at 94 at the moment. I don't quite know what it would take for me to actually maybe do something really, really mega daredevil or interesting, jump out of a plane or something. That's not going to happen, by the way.
Wow.
I don't know. Something needs to happen for me to truly scare people. So I'm miles away on YouTube's system from earning anything, etc., and progressing up that that ladder. So for me, it's probably my second place to try and achieve that. First one's TikTok. So what do I watch? On Facebook, my Barking Mad channel, then I do tend to watch Facebook pages of people I follow on YouTube. So it's a lot of canal people, a couple of car dealers that publish themselves on YouTube, how it works, how they progress from buying car at auction to selling it, etc. I find it very interesting. So it's appealed to me at times, but I don't need the stresses in life right now anyway. So that's on my Facebook. On Instagram, I follow very few. But mainly it's done out of courtesy. So if you follow me and it says follow back, I'll do that. TikTok, I do that as well. I have lots of people totally at random following me. They seem to like musical things and adverse things. So they do like my chord playing. Have quite a following with that. That seems quite an instant success, and it almost tempts the direction of that channel. A lot of people do seem to enjoy that. Hence why I want to get better cameras set up above the keyboard and on me as well, and have maybe the keyboard brought down here into the main living area of the house, so it can have a bit more of a professional feel rather than against my bedroom wall, pardon the expression. But people also do like things like Bright and Pride. When I put on some cabaret acts, clips of those that were in the Legends tent last year's Bright and Pride, one of them's got over 1,600 views. Quite incredible. It's very impressive. So, yeah, I follow a multitude of people on TikTok, and indeed some friends as well. Yeah, so TikTok, I find it has the widest choice. I find it also very interesting to get real actual news rather than the edited stuff you get on our media on TV, like BBC and ITV and Sky. A lot of this comes from like the front line, from the soldiers themselves in Ukraine actually posting on TikTok. You just knew a lot more of what was actually, or what is actually happening out there, than listening to the avoidance of it all on BBC News. Oh, rant over. And then of course, good old YouTube. YouTube, mainly I watch canal people. People living on board their canal boats, or some don't live 100% on it, but most do. Wide beams, narrow beams, some older boats which have been renovated, some new boats which have been purpose built, some electric. There's 2 electric channels, 3 electric channels I watch. Fascinating, very different boats. Some have a generator on board, some have lead acid batteries on board, some have lithium batteries on board. One's got no generator or backup power, and they have making it through winter. Quite incredible. Not a huge battery pack, but absolutely fantastic to follow them. And of course the ones with the generators, it just, EVs inspire me in all intents and purposes, whether they're planes, whether it's lorries, whether it's coaches, buses, boats, cars. To me, it's the way forward, and that's my opinion. So that's who I mainly watch on YouTube. And from a few stats on my channel, on this channel, on YouTube, a huge percentage are not subscribed. And I'm just intrigued to know why. And I know I'm not the only YouTuber that has this sort of puzzling situation. It's not a one-off. If I clip it through all my videos and look at the stats, then it is like somewhere between 70 and 90% of people watching the videos are not subscribed. And yet for the algorithms within YouTube, someone to subscribe has no commitment whatsoever financially. All it means is that YouTube will let you know when I'm next playing a video or uploading a vlog. And I don't get that. If I like a channel, first thing I do is hit subscribe and then hit all on the bell icon. And it's happened to a couple of channels that I've been watching. I've not liked the direction they've gone in. I've not liked the way they speak to their audience, etc. And I've unsubscribed. And yes, I know people have done that with my channel. And that's what it's all about. And it's all about trying to keep the people in subscribing and increasing to watch it. And hopefully sharing it with their friends. There's a couple of, there's about 4 car dealers I watch. Buy cars, some buy them from their subscribers. Another channel gives away prizes from money raised on YouTube, hugely successful. Obviously doing a lot right, really is an amazing guy. And there's a couple of others that have forecourts, and it shows how they go to auctions, how they test drive them, how they do them up, and how they set a price. It's really, really interesting. I find it quite fascinating. And all I can say is, if I was younger, I wish. So on that side of things, I've digressed a little bit. What else do I watch on YouTube? So as I say, majority of it is canals, people living on narrow boats, wide beam boats. Some are very much pre-recorded, does that make sense? Very mistake-free, no banter going on, etc. I actually like the ones with the banter, and there's most probably down to about 10 channels that I really, really like, and I let them know I really, really like. And I love the banter, because in that banter it feels like you're there on the boat with them, or in the room with them, or going on their little cruise with them. It really does make the difference from having a sort of a studio cleansed environment where it's all silent and you're doing over speaking on the microphone, blah 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 blah. You get the guess what I mean. I like the ones that are sort of natural, as if you're being talked to, as if you're there. And yeah, you guys know who you are if you're watching this, or guys and girls, and I love your channels. And to the rest, I still watch you, and I might only watch you once though. Whereas the ones I really like, I very often watch twice. And I'll watch twice before I make a comment and say thank you for sharing this. Because I know all the time and effort I put in to put in a vlog together. It isn't just clip into a editing suite. You've got to select the right music for the right thing, something that's not going to be boring, so it's not going to be not fitting with the environment. You don't want pretty little nature scenes of birds flying and the sunset and the canal cruising to some bit of an R&B. You want something nice and tranquil, don't you? You get the meaning. And so there we are. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you haven't, I'm really sorry. Next week is going to be another what I call content creation, and hopefully I can get out somewhere and video something interesting for you. Mine are very much done the week before they go out. I know a lot of people, especially on the canals, have so much to film that they've got a bit of a backlog very often. And hence they have to edit things very, very finely indeed. And my hat goes off to them. I don't know if I'd have the patience for that. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not hesitate to subscribe. Give it a go. It's not going to Please go ahead and subscribe. Don't be afraid of it. It's nothing financial. There's no commitment, anything. And if you hit the bell icon and hit all, then YouTube just sends you a little ping when I've next made a vlog. And that is every Thursday at 5 p.m. And weeks 4 and week 5, where applicable in the month, are content creation. So I will try and do my best for next week for you. Be kind to each other. If we have any more of these blooming storms, then stay safe. And stay safe anyway. But you take care, love one another, hit subscribe. If you want to buy me a coffee, I love coffee. I love Costa coffee. I love Starbucks coffee as well. But seriously, it all goes back into the channel. And come Christmas, just before Christmas, I will make a donation to the Ark in Stubbington Rescue Centre, RSPCA. You take care, love one another, and see you next week. Bye!